This Kriya is designed to tap into your body's physicality, so stretching into the body whilst also connecting with the energetics. Bringing the hands together at the sternum, elbows out resting on the rib cage, taking a big deep breath into the abdomen, exhaling fully, focusing at the third eye as we tune in with the Adi mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Taking a big breath in, exhaling out, keeping the hands together in a prayer just for a moment, and then letting the hands rest face up or down on the lap, whatever feels right for you. We're going to be bringing the hands back into prayer. I'm going to start with a breath work. We're going to be breathing in Sat, big inhalation in, and then exhaling Nam, drawing the navel to spine, eyes closed at third eye. Keep going. So really breathing in, feeling that sense of fullness on the inhalation of the word Sat, and full exhalation, navel to spine on the Nam. Truth is my identity, is the meaning. Big inhalation of breath in. Hold, suspend the breath, resting the palms facing up on the lap. Exhaling, just being aware of any sensations in your body. In that first move, just opening up the diaphragm and the rib cage and connecting in with the breath. So just loosening through the neck and shoulders here. Before we start, we're going to be inhaling left, exhaling right. So feeling that sense of fullness again as we inhale or exhale through the nose or mouth, whatever feels right for you today, being really mindful, nurturing of the neck. So breathing over the left. Exhaling as we come to the right, and then again we inhale as we come to the left, working at your own pace. And in this move, we're starting to tap into what is connected to the somatics of what is known to be your faith and trust. Inhale, come center. Hold, suspend the breath. And when you're ready, we're just going to transition into rock pose. You can do this in cross leg if you prefer. And we're going to be doing a spinal flex. So we inhale, shoulders back, chest come forwards, gently tilt the head back. And then we exhale, tucking the chin into the chest, navel to spine. So again, inhaling fully through the nose or mouth. preferably the nose if you can. Exhale through the nose or mouth, whatever feels right for you. Big expansion through the chest. And again, we're working into the neck here. So again, first position, dealing with connecting in with those emotions, which really connect us in these two moves. The turning of the head and the nodding of the head is what connects us in with this faith and trust. And really getting this sense of feeling this energy traveling from the root, the tip of your coccyx, all the way up into the back of the cervical spine, head and neck. Working with the breath. I'm going to inhale here, drawing in from the pelvic floor, so engaging rectum and urinary. And then we transition this into a cat-cow position, so opening up into cow with an inhalation. Exhalation, fully navel to spine as your eye line just looks at your navel here. And when you're comfortable with this pattern, then close the eyes. And then I just want you to do some intuitive moves here. You may just wish to stay in cat to cow. You may wish to do some circles of the pelvis and get your neck and your shoulders involved, but really think about working your way through that spine. And if it feels comfortable, as I say, you can involve the neck. Again, inhaling as you open up, exhale as you tuck under, eyes closed. This should feel like a real nourishing move for you, so make it personal to you. Respect and honor your body's own biomechanics and innate wisdom. When you're ready, come center, inhale, exhale back into child's pose, hands up in front, head to the floor. You can always place a cushion under the head, take the knees wider. Big deep breaths here into the belly. One more big deep breath in. As we use the hands to transition us back into a seated position. And we're really going to be opening up from the chest, the hips, the hip flexors, the thighs here. Now you may find that you just wish to touch the backs of the legs and open up, or just lean back slightly, or you can take your heels here, and if your head and neck is not comfortable to go back, bring the head and neck forwards, which is my personal preference. And here we're just putting in a breath of fire, which is a short staccato breath. If you'd like to see the tutorial on this for further details, or you may just wish to do long, deep breathing as we've been practicing throughout. To get into the flow of your breath of fire, you may wish to stick the tongue out. And then try closing the mouth, eyes closed, rolled up towards the third eye. Keep pushing the hips forward, engage the glutes to support the back. And then we're going to take a big inhalation of breath. Exhaling it back into child's pose. Head to the floor. And again, just a few long, deep breaths here. Releasing any tension in the shoulders and the neck. Just allowing your body's intelligence to distribute the energy. When you're ready, use your hands to push yourself up. And we're going to be doing a side plank. And this is working across the diagonals. This really hits into your energy stores, into your pranic flow. So I'm going to give you some options here. This would be a beginner's option with the legs at 90 degrees behind you and just raising the hip towards the sky. hand in line with the shoulder. Second stage would be to extend the top legs, keeping the bottom leg bent and making sure the shoulder is underneath the elbow. The advanced stage would be to have both feet together, lifting up as high as you can, through the hips, head and neck in alignment, eyes closed. Keep the hip raised up, tummy in to support the back, squeeze the glutes. Long deep breathing here. Soft gaze, or eyes can be closed, your choice. When you're ready, drop it to the floor. You can always bring your hand down to the floor as well throughout this asana if you're finding it too challenging. And then we're just going to take a moment here to really connect in with the prana, the energy that we have just activated and released from these areas that perhaps aren't stretched into very often. So again, you can do what variant you did on the other side, elbow in line with the shoulder. You can have the legs bent, one leg bent, one leg on top, hand to the floor. If in the one leg bent underneath with the leg on top, eyes can be closed or open, head and neck in alignment, long, deep breathing. We're only doing this for a short period of time. So try and just maintain for the last few seconds. You're doing really well, nice and strong. And when you're ready, gently lowering to the floor. And again, just coming into that kneeling position momentarily, just to connect in with that energy that you have created. Hands in receptive position if comfortable to do so. Being mindful of feeling into the essence of what is physically your body, but also the intelligence of the energy. So coming into a plank here, we come into cow and we draw in like we would go into cat. So navel to spine, squeezing the rectum, abdominals, and the rectum and urinary muscles. You can always come onto your knees if preferred. So keeping this position here with the back working up towards the ceiling, heart coming forwards, soft bend in the elbows, try not to lock them out, and then we're going into a breath of fire. So again, you can do this with the tongue out to gain your rhythm if this is more comfortable for you, or you can do through the nose, which is the preferred option, or you can just opt for long deep breathing, especially if you're menstruating. Oh, this just doesn't feel right for you today. Really concentrate on form here. Keep pushing the back up towards the ceiling. Imagine you're trying to bring the wrist towards the feet towards the wrist, creating that internal resistance, and lower the self to the ground. It was only for a short period. And here we're taking some time to rest. Forehead just resting on the hands, breathing into the body and really again connecting with this energy that you've generated throughout your body, connecting the physical and the energetics of your body, pushing back onto all fours. We're going to be tucking the toes under and coming into triangle pose, so downward dog, keeping the legs deeply bent and focusing on pushing the weight through the knuckles, navel to spine, bringing the abdomen towards the thighs. So we create this really straight line in a triangle. And when you're ready, if you wish to, trying to lower the heels as low as you can to the floor. Don't worry if you can't reach them all the way down. You can continue to pedal through the legs. Breathing deeply here. And then inhale, stepping the feet towards the hands. Shoulder blades together, half lift, back flat, parallel to the floor, chin into the chest, raising all the way up, exhaling, opening up the arms. And in this final asana, we're really connecting in with the hips, what is the ball and socket. So you can do this in a horse stance standing, or you can do against the wall, and we're coming on to the ball of the foot, and we're exhaling. So we're getting a nice deep squat in here to activate the pelvis. Make sure you can feel it. We exhale as we pivot on the foot and the knee comes in, and inhale as both legs come out through the nose. Open. Soft gaze with the eyes, exhaling in, inhaling out. And here we really connect in with what is the ball and socket joint of the hip. So the femur going into the top of the hip. If this is too hard for you against the wall, remember you can always come away. So again, just focusing on that breath. You can always raise up, or if it gets too much, you can actually do this from a seated position. Only the last few here. Keep going. Try and maintain that pressure in the pelvis as we create strong thighs, not only for physical, but also because in our thighs we have the most marrow bone, and we have so much red blood cells in here. So squatting down for the last 10 seconds against the wall, or just challenge yourself to go a little bit deeper. Body up nice and upright. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, open, exhale, inhale, open. Big inhalation of breath, really squeezing from the rectum and urinary muscles, really feeling that strength and power within you. When you're ready, shake out the legs. And then we're going to come down into a well-deserved Shavasana. I just want you to connect here with one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Deeply breathing into the belly, perhaps feeling the beat of your heart from underneath your hand. Being aware of your life force, not just your physical body, but also being aware of the energy you can feel resonating throughout your body. Feeling this sense of connection, this sense of oneness, this true connection to the unique, wonderful, powerful human being that you are. Breathing deeply. With every breath, just relaxing deeper and deeper. Feeling the earth beneath you support you, knowing you're supported at all times. And for these last few moments, taking the hands out to your sides in a receptive position, just surrendering here to the beauty that is your life, the beauty that is you. And when you're ready, bringing the hands together, rubbing the hands, bending the legs, rubbing the feet, gently just bringing the knees in towards the back, raising the glutes off the floor, crossing one leg over the other. Exhaling as you drop the knees down to one side and take a gentle spinal twist. If this is too much, you can always straight cross the legs and keep the arms by your side. We can take the arm up behind you and pull down into cactus, so this also opens up from the chest and through to the lymph as well. And then when you're ready, come center, Again, raise the glutes, cross the other leg over, scooch the bum to one side. Exhale as you drop the legs to one side, arm out stretches and then bends into cactus to open up the chest if you want that additional stretch. Breathe deeply into the abdomen. Pushing the palms on the floor, bringing your body to center, and then you can take a few rocks on your spine or choose to come up into a seated position by turning on your side, coming into easy pose, cross-leg, kneeling, in a chair, whatever's right for you. Taking a moment here, both hands on your chest, eyes closed. I bless the good in you. I bless the good in me. I bless the good in all, for your light is all I see. Closing with one long sat and a short nam. Sat nam. Taking a bow. Bless you. Thank you for making this time for you. Lots of love and blessings.